Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Community Foundation of Northern Illinois. Today, we're going to talk about scholarships, our program, and how you can access all of our scholarships through one application. My name is Gabrielle Sims, or Gabby. I am the Scholarship Associate here at CFNIL. I oversee our scholarship program, so I am your go-to person for all things scholarships. My contact information is there on the screen, so please feel free to reach out with any questions you may have. So a little bit about our scholarship program. We are Northern Illinois' largest provider of grants and private scholarships. We have almost 100 different scholarships awarding up to $350,000 this year. That's a lot of money we want to give away. And we have a scholarship for just about everything, for athletes, for academic achievement, financial need, community service, field of study, and so much more. We try really hard to have something for everyone, which is why we encourage everyone to apply to see if you qualify for anything. So why should you apply? Because it's free money. That's exactly what scholarships are. And that's why they're worth more than, say, loan dollars, because you don't ever have to pay that money back, and there certainly isn't any interest. So that's one benefit to applying for scholarships. We also have one application that gives you access to potentially so many different scholarships. The way it works is you give us all of your information through one application, one time, and from that you are matched with scholarships. And it could be all 100 scholarships, or it could be only a few, but it's the biggest bang for your buck. You also have a 1 in 3 chance of receiving an award, which are pretty good odds, and you can qualify for multiple scholarships at a time. So if you fill out our main application and you match with 15 different scholarships, then you can apply for all 15 of those scholarships if you'd like, and potentially get all 15, which is more money for you. Also, scholarships go unawarded every year, meaning that we didn't have enough applicants for some of our scholarships, and because of that, our scholarships went unawarded. That money didn't get used, and that's the last thing we want. Also, if you're a student who has done your FAFSA or completed the common application, then you've already done most of the work already. We ask similar questions that are on both of those different applications, so it's nothing that you haven't seen before already, which makes it a little less intimidating. In addition to that, a third of our scholarships have a financial aid requirement. So if you are a student who, for whatever reason, cannot fill out the FAFSA, there's still 2/3 of our scholarships that you could potentially qualify for, which is still a pretty good amount. So what is the process like? The first thing you'll do is you'll go to CFNIL.org, CFNIL.org, and you'll register for an account. 2 tips when you're registering for an account. Make sure to write down your login information in case you need to log back in later. Also, don't use your high school email address to set up your account. We tell you that because we also offer scholarships to current college students. So if you want to apply for scholarships once you're a college student and you've registered your account with your high school email, you won't be able to access it anymore because you no longer have access to that email. So make sure to use a Gmail account, a Yahoo, Hotmail, just something other than your high school email to set up your account with us. Once you're logged in, you'll click the apply button, and then you'll just start plugging in information. You'll give us obviously your name, the school you go to, the county you live in, your grades, things like that. You'll give us contact information for references, which you'll provide 2 of. You will also upload your transcripts if you have already graduated from high school. If you're a current college or a current high school senior, you'll tell us what courses you're taking. You'll give us your financial aid data that you would have gotten from doing your FAFSA. And you'll give us that information if you want to be considered for need-based scholarships. And I say that everyone should want to be considered for those. If you tell us no, that you don't want to be considered for need-based scholarships, then you are excluding yourself from a very huge chunk of the scholarships that we have available. So make sure to click yes when we ask if you want to be considered for need-based scholarships. So after you give us all of that information, we use all of that info to match you with the scholarships that we have in our database, and then the next screen will tell you which scholarships you are eligible for. So after you see what you've matched with, you can choose to apply for each of those individual scholarships separately. The way to do that is you write an essay for each different scholarship. So the essay requirements is that it be at least 500 words, which equals out to about a page long. So nothing too hard, and you'll write an essay for each scholarship that you would like to apply for. After you write your essays, you click submit, and that's it. Now I want to talk in depth about one of our scholarships, one of our bigger scholarships that we're offering right now. And the reason for that is because the Howard D. Colman Scholarship Program has a separate application process than the big one that gives you access to all of the other different scholarships. So the criteria to qualify for the Colman Scholarship is that you be a high school graduating senior from Boone or Winnebago County. You must want to major in engineering, computer science, applied science, or any other related technology field. You must also have a minimum GPA of a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale, and you need to personify the innovative spirit of Howard D. Colman. So Howard D. Colman was an inventor. He had a lot of different patents, and he was able to have a lot of businesses from his creations, his inventions that he did. And so if you're a student who likes to create things and build things with your hands, and if you're a student who's on the robotics club, for example, then this is a really good opportunity for you. So in addition to the scholarship money, there's also the program aspect, which is actual real life work experience that you'll get in the field that you choose. So you will get to participate in a paid summer internship if you are selected to be one of the recipients. So right off the bat, you are committing to doing at least one summer internship that will be paid, and it will happen the summer before you go off to school. And the requirement is that you have at least one local internship, and it'll probably be that one since you'll still be home. So the deadlines for the Colman Scholarship. The deadline is January 4th. It was January 1st, but we pushed it back to give people a couple extra days. And the reference letter is due on January 10th at 5 p.m. Now, from the applicant pool, we will select 6 finalists. And those 6 finalists will be interviewed the week of February 7th. From those 6, we will select 4 Howard D. Colman Scholarship recipients. Those 4 students will receive $2,500 for their first year. After the first year, one of those recipients will be chosen to be the Howard D. Colman Scholar, and that individual will receive $10,000 every year for the next 3 years. And they will also have the opportunity they'll be committing to doing 3 more summer internships that will be paid. The nice thing with the internships is that we actually help you find those internships. You don't have to go off on your own and get them for yourself. We partner with a staffing company that will place the scholar at one of the internship sites, and they'll be able to get real work experience in their field. A couple things that we put in place due to COVID to kind of help you guys out is that a scholarship can be held for up to 1 academic year. So if for whatever reason you graduate, next spring, and you intend on starting your college classes in the fall of 2022, but you decide to take a gap year, that's perfectly fine. We will hold your scholarship until the fall of 2023. So you have until then to use your scholarship dollars that you get from CFNIL. In addition to that, students can also attend a fully online program as long as it's an accredited nonprofit institution. So it can't be a school like Rockford Career College or Rasmussen, but as long as it's a nonprofit institution, which most schools are, you can do your program completely online. There's also a question on the application labeled special financial circumstances, and we know that COVID may have had a negative effect on people's financial situations. And when you did your FAFSA, you gave your tax information from almost 2 years ago, and it's quite possible that something could have changed since then. So we give you all an opportunity to let us know that in this section of the application. So feel free to tell us about your financial circumstances, especially if you want to be considered for need-based scholarships. So that's all I've got for you right now. Again, my name is Gabby. I'm the Scholarship Associate overseeing the Scholarship Program here at CFNIL. This is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns, and I look forward to reading your applications. Have a nice day.